This is ExpressFM. We are live from Icebreaker Festival 2026 at the Vaults, and I'm Harrison RB.
And I'm John Brown.
And we are delighted to be joined by Kate Harding, who is playing here very soon. Kate, how are you doing?
I'm really good, thank you very much. Thanks for inviting us.
No problem at all. So you've been on quite the journey, haven't you? And this is quite the gig for you.
It is, yeah. It's the first time I'm playing Icebreaker, that's for sure. So yeah, I only really started releasing music back in 2024, so this is all very new to me.
Wow, that is incredible. Tell us a little bit about kind of your musical inspirations and kind of where you're coming from creatively as an artist.
Yeah, well, I love country music. May be a little bit obvious based on what I'm wearing with the tassels and the hat here. I wanted to start singing again when I was 40, and I started working with a local band here, and I started falling in love with different artists I'd never really heard of before, and different styles of country music as well, and that's really what gave me the bug. And then when I ended up at the QA when my appendix burst, I realised I had a song in my head that I'd had for 18 years and I'd never done anything with it, so I thought when I get out of hospital I'm going to find a way to record this song and get it out there, and that was Wallflower.
Wow, that's amazing. So you'd actually held it back that long before thinking, okay, now is the time to start chasing my dreams.
Yes, I've stopped waiting 18 years between releasing the songs now, so I've I've started writing with the gentleman behind you. So
yes, well, it's good.
Even so, yeah.
Of course, we've got your band here. Would you guys like to introduce yourselves for us, please?
I'm John, and
Steve on the bass,
and Big Kev on the drums.
On the drums.
Yeah.
Who is actually Big Kev? I'm wondering how you got that nickname.
No idea. Big socks.
And sorry, John, what was your role?
So I do a lot of the songwriting with Kate, and I play a bit of guitar, and that's about it really.
So you didn't sit on this track for 18 years as well, did you?
No, so when Kate released her original single, she was looking for a local band to play at her single launch, and it was my band that she found on Facebook to play. We played that gig, and then she ended up joining the band, and then we ended up writing more songs together, and it's just kind of spiraled on from there.
Amazing.
Was country music something that's always been in your consciousness, a passion of yours, like your entire careers? And for you, I feel like at the moment it's had this kind of huge presence again, more commercially, if that makes sense. Tell us about kind of why country music was your chosen choice.
Well, I think that was when I turned 40, that was when I looked at the Hampshire Musicians Group on Facebook, and I started working with a band called Pleasantville, that are based in Southsea. And and that is just discovering the different artists and the covers that they wanted me to sing then. That's how I really started to discover different artists. And wanting to release my own single, that's when I kind of left that band and then started out on my own, really. So around that time is probably when Yellowstone was really, started to be airing, and then I was like, oh, I love this. I love Lainey Wilson. Like, her style of music is, it's exactly what I love listening to. It sounds a bit like the Rolling Stones that I grew up listening to, and I love it.
And yeah, of course, sorry, John.
And guys, their kind of thoughts and feelings towards country music.
Yeah.
I've sort of always been into the sort of alternative American sort of country rock sort of thing with the bands that I've always sort of grown up with. So although it's slightly different from Kate, it's proved to be a really, really good fit in terms of the songwriting and the songs. We've sort of got this nice mixture of that sort of country rock thing and then the sort of the more modern country influences that Kate has. So that's...
and yeah, absolutely. I think as I've got older, I think I've really enjoyed having played sort of in local bands for years, the songwriting, and I think now I'm sort of with country music, it's very much a sort of write your life, that sort of journey and stuff, and it's very honest, and I think it's very accessible. So I'm enjoying a new sort of a new genre to get my teeth stuck into.
Yeah, a bit the same for me, really. I've sort of plopped myself into this very recently, in fact. A bit of a studio nerd, so I've always liked the sound and the sonics and the vocal and all that kind of thing of country music, roots, that kind of thing. So yes, I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be good fun.
Amazing. And Kate, have you benefited from the recent boom in country music going sort of more mainstream and in influences in pop music as well? Because it has been really noticeable in the last few years. And you mentioned artists like Lainey Wilson. I mean, you've got the likes of Aerosmith and, of course, there's a new single out with Dolly Parton and Miley Cyrus, and it's all kind of merging into this country vibe of where music is at the moment. Have you noticed that you've benefited from that gigging?
I think so. I think because I get people who contact me and go, "Would you come and play in our pub, for 45 minutes or two sets of 45 minutes? We want some covers." And I'm like, "Is it all right if I sing some of my own songs?" And they're like, "Yeah, that's great," which is fantastic. That's what you want to be doing, is singing your own songs. But yes, so you can kind of mix that in with some of the songs that people want to hear as well. So yeah, definitely from that point of view. And also, I've got to meet Dolly Parton's niece through doing what I'm doing, and she really has encouraged. I mean, she did. She encouraged us to continue writing because she loved Wallflower. She invited me to this singer-songwriter thing, and then it was actually the week after she grabbed me by the hands and she said, "Kate, you've got stories to tell and people need to hear them." And so that's when we really started to sort of knuckle down and start writing again.
Okay, perfect. And I wanted to know more about, it's a question for each of you actually, what are you most excited about from the experience of today and playing at Icebreaker Festival?
It's going to be the people and the vibe in here. It's going to be so different. We played the Edge of the Wedge 2 weeks ago, and that was seated, 60 people, absolutely silent, staring at you. And I imagine today will be very different, and we can bring some more of our up-tempo numbers. And we were kind of really looking forward to having a bit of a party, really, with everybody. So.
I'm a bit more from Sussex way, so I've always known that Icebreaker was going on, and never really had the chance to get over here, and certainly never to play before. And it's always great to play events like this. You get to see loads of other people, loads of our friends are playing as well. It's just a really good vibe, and really looking forward to it.
I think I'm really proud to see so many of our local acts sort of joining together, and there's a real feeling of community and a scene and stuff, very much from like the juniors all the way up to the other bands. And I think where venues have so much sort of maybe feel like they're struggling and stuff, I think it's great to celebrate that and for people to come out and see live music and hopefully go and visit those venues again.
It's always great to be a performer at this festival. It's always nice to be on stage, but also when you come off stage, speak to the fans and then get around to the other venues, see as many people as you can. It's brilliant. It's buzzing all day. So.
Amazing.
And final question for me, just to find out about what's next for you after today, of course. Bit of a celebration. I'm sure we're all going to enjoy the set, and then maybe a few cheeky drinks afterwards. But what comes next? What's the rest of the year looking like for you? What are your plans?
Okay, well, we've been in the studio, so we're working with 3 different producers here in Portsmouth, so we're not flying to Nashville to record. We're going to be doing an album, so it'll be my first album. Amazing. We're recording it here. Jim's doing the sound, Jim Harding's, no relation by the way, but Jim's actually, we're recording a lot of it at Casemates. My last single, Shiny Things, was recorded there, so we're doing a lot of those tracks with Jim, so really looking forward to sharing some new music really soon.
Perfect. Well, where can people find you if we want to keep up to date with what you're doing, Kate?
Instagram is probably the easiest way to keep in touch with me. I'll certainly reply quickest on Instagram. So that's Kate Harding Country on Instagram, Facebook, and then I'm always up at Casemates open mic on a Monday. So if you ever want to hear anything new, come check us out there.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much, Kate. Thank you to you guys as well. This is Portsmouth's ExpressFM live from Icebreaker Festival 2026 with the amazing Kate Harding and her band. We are still with you till 10 o'clock tonight with lots more action from all across Southsea, so do stay with us.